I'm Connie Rosengarten. This has come up at least 5 times in my conversations with women this week, and I find it important to tape this video so that we can talk about this. When you say to yourself, if I would only be thinner, better looking, sweeter, smarter, in a happier mood, more attractive, better, if I would only be a better version of myself, that's when my husband would appreciate me. Or what other women have said is, my husband actually tells me, I need you to be all of these things in order for me to be attracted to you, appreciate you, be in a relationship with you. And I just want to, I'm speechless right now, right? Because I just want to take that right out. That never works. Why doesn't it work? Because when we're in a relationship and the other party says, I want you to be something other than what you are, a better version of you for me to like you, what they're saying is, I don't like you right now, right? What they're also saying is, what I have right now, I'm not happy with. But in my imagination, if I have you plus all the things I imagine that you could be, then I would be happy. So they're saying, I can only be happy once my imagination is fulfilled. What happens when you actually go and fulfill that imagination? Because a lot of us women have had experience where we're like, all right, you want me to be more of this? I'll be more of this. Well, now you want me to be more that? I'll be more of that. Now you want me to have even more of this and that? Sure, let's work on it, right? We're willing. And it doesn't work. And the stakes keep on getting higher, because as we're providing that first leg of our spouse's imagination, what they're getting is the new version of you, and they already have it. And what they have, that's not the thrill. The thrill is the imagination. So the thrill is what they don't have. And so they're looking for that again and again, and you're never done. And what happens is, you keep on saying to yourself, who I am is not good enough for connection. So you're basically betraying yourself all over again and again. You're like, if I am just who I am, that's not good enough. So I have to be more than who I actually am. And you become more, and it's still not enough. Meanwhile, he's not happy, you're not happy, and the stress level goes up, the disconnect goes up. You want to stop that right away, right? When someone tells you you're not good enough as you are, the first thing you want to do is tell yourself that you are good enough as you are. You want to deal with the shame and the not enoughness and the message that, yeah, you're not worthy and lovable. You want to deal with that right away. That's your work. Because when you do that and when you appreciate yourself as you are, you're deserving of love and a relationship and a wonderful marriage and everything else as you are. When you start dealing with that, you come with an attitude of, who I am is good enough, right? And you attend to yourself. And the more you attend to yourself, the more you have yourself, and the more you love yourself, and you're comfortable with yourself, and you're okay no matter what. You're okay regardless of whether your spouse can appreciate you in the moment or not. But what also happens is that as you start loving yourself and you're going into yourself, you are no longer your husband's object. In other words, as long as he's been telling you, well, I need you to be this, and you became this, what you actually became was a part of him. His imagination in his head was actualized through you. So you were no longer you were the actualization of his dream. Because you became a part of him, there was no thrill of connection, right? The thrill of connection is two separate entities that come together. That's the thrill of connection. When you are connected to yourself, that thrill is missing, right? I mean, you're not enjoying the fact that your hand is connected to your wrist. It just is. And when you are that spouse who's becoming more of your husband's imagination and less of yourself, you're actually becoming more of him. And there's no thrill of connection. So he's seeking outward. But as soon as you're saying, look, I'm just going to go back to what I know about myself. Who I am is good enough. The way I am is good enough. I'll just keep on being close to who I am. You're pulling back from being him and you're pulling into being you. Now, whatever connection he has with you is an actual thrill. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me, and it works every time, right? When we are pursuing our spouse and the connection by being more of what he wants, we're always losing, and we're never actually getting to the point where now he says, all right, that's it. I can feel it. Why? Because you've become him, and he can no longer connect to you because it's like he's connecting to himself, which is boring and doesn't give that fulfillment of connection that two separate entities have when they connect. So the other piece that I wanted to say is when it comes to so women say, well, how am I going to actually connect with him and fulfill him? Well, everything that I said, right, requires some work, and I'm giving you these thoughts so that you can incorporate them into your life. But if you have worked through that stuff and you've come back home to yourself and said, look, whoever I am, whatever I look like, whatever I do, however I think and talk and behave, it's all good. It's me. That's why it's good. When you come from that place of good enough, you can say, hey, as this person who is so richly deserving and so much myself, what do I want to offer to the relationship? What do I know that he loves, right? How can we come together in that way? And you can do that, but not from a place of trying to run after becoming the thing that he thinks will finally do it. Okay? Anyway, I love you. My book on boundaries is available for pre-order now, and it's called The Boundary Is You. So go to www.theboundaryisyou.com and order your copy. Love you.